Has anyone here run a marathon before? A few people? Well, your next speaker just got back from the North Pole, and he has one lung, so don't feel too good about yourself. He's an absolutely fantastic person. He has a lot of awesome stuff. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to go ahead and bring him up here. Ladies and gentlemen, the fantastic Sean Swarner, everybody. Please give it up for him.
I've had cancer twice, and before I begin my story, we all have 2 ears and one mouth for a reason. If we listen twice as much as we speak, we can learn something from every single person on earth. Everybody has a different perspective on life. I mean, imagine how you would see life a little differently if you were laying in the hospital bed and the doctor came in and said, you have 3 months to live. How many people here have children? Kids? Yeah, a handful? Can you imagine somebody coming up and saying, your son has 3 months to live? I went through 10 months of chemotherapy, ballooned up 60, 70 pounds overweight, bald from head to toe. I remember my friends were out chasing girls, collecting baseball cards, having a great time with their lives. I was 60 pounds overweight, sitting on the bottom of the shower floor, pulling chunks of hair out of the drain, crying my eyeballs out. If you have 100 people with this disease, bearing in mind 3 out of 1 million get this type of cancer, 94 die. I'm the only person in the world who's ever had Hodgkin's and Askins sarcoma, and the chances of me surviving both of those cancers is equivalent to winning the lottery 4 times in a row with the same numbers. It just doesn't happen. This time around, it was much worse, and the doctors told my mom and dad, your son has 14 days to live. I could either fight for my life or give up and die. The second one's just not an option. And I decided to see life a little bit differently. I decided to use my mind because cancer could riddle my body full of tumors. But it couldn't touch my mind. It couldn't touch how I visualized things and how I perceived things. One of the greatest freedoms we have is the freedom of choice, and we all have it. We can choose however we want to see things. We can choose our perspective. If you don't think it's possible, it's not possible. And I think it was Abe Lincoln who said, whether you think you can or you cannot, you're right. I wake up, I literally tell myself, the past is gone. Yesterday is gone. There's nothing I can do about it. It's gone forever. Tomorrow, for me, may never show up, may never be here. No matter what happens today, today is the best day ever. And I'll make it that way. So can you imagine how different your life would be since we're all creatures of habit? Everybody has bad habits. I have them. But imagine if you wake up and you start your day on a good note and continue that through. Over time, you're going to be a creature of good habit. If you look at a glass of dirty water, think dirty water represents negative thoughts. Clean water represents positive thoughts. Say you have a glass of dirty water, stick it underneath the faucet, turn on the faucet, and flush it full of clean water. What's going to happen? You're going to have a glass of clean water. You're going to have a brain full of positive thoughts. Anyone here afraid of heights? 1, 2. We have 5 honest people in this room. Congratulations. Anyone here afraid of ladders tied together, span across crevasses? And show people the potential of the human body and spirit. And so many times, this quits before our bodies do. We give up. It's too hard. Like I said, we all have a story. We all have something to contribute. We all have limitations that we have here. And that's it. But knowing that you can literally redefine impossible and you can go on to do amazing things, how are you going to redefine your impossible?